Hi, I'm Heather McEvoy, Senior Policy Manager here at the FPA. Recently, we let you know about the release of the Australian Law Reform Commission's latest report of its review of the legislative framework for corporations and financial services regulation. The purpose of the ALRC's Interim Report B is to examine the structure and design of the financial services regulatory environment to identify how this could be simplified to make it easier to navigate and to make it more flexible and adaptive to emerging issues. So the ALRC has proposed a new legal model and hierarchy to replace the existing regulatory design. At the top of the hierarchy would sit an Act legislating fundamental norms and obligations and other provisions such as definitions, which would appropriately be enacted only by Parliament. Under this would be a scoping order, which would contain exclusions, class exemptions, and other detail necessary for adjusting the scope of the Act. To ensure the law is flexible and adaptive, the ALRC have proposed giving ASIC delegated powers to issue instruments and adjust the scope of the Act, such as excluding or exempting classes of products or services. This is similar to ASIC's powers now, however, the exemptions would be easier to find as they would all be located in the scoping order. The Minister would also be given this power. Sitting under the scoping order would be what they've called thematic rulebooks. These would be specific to a particular type of service, and we anticipate that this would mean there would be a rulebook just for financial advice. The rulebook concept is similar to what AUSTRAC use at the moment under the AML Act. To help industry understand the rulebooks, there would be explanatory notes which would not be legally binding and would not set new obligations. The ALRC is also suggesting introducing tabulated index of provisions and changes to help avoid a repeat of the current regulatory duplication. So when you're implementing additional requirements, this would be logged and it would note which existing provisions may be similar. The Commission has also released prototypes to demonstrate how the proposed design model would work. The FPA is considering this from an advice perspective, and we would very much welcome your views on this piece of work. As this regulatory design would apply to everything currently regulated under the Corporations Act, it may be worthwhile and easier to contemplate this big task and consider the ALRC's proposal by looking at the proposed regulatory design in the context of the latest quality of advice review proposals and with the Code of Ethics as the main requirements for advice. We have a thread on the ALRC review on FPA Community, and we ask you to log on and contribute there. Thank you very much.